The Simpsons has gotten many predictions correct over the years, but should we just take that at face value? I'm your host Youssef, and these are 10 dark Simpsons theories that became a reality years later. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Anyways, let's get into it. Number 10. Smartwatches. There were numerous jokes about future technology in the season 6 episode Lisa's Wedding, but only one of them accurately predicted the technology of the future. Hugh converses with his watch briefly in the episode, foretelling the emergence of smartwatches over 2 decades before the first one would be released to the public. It's a short moment that didn't mean much back then, but it did highlight important technology that would later become standard, including digital timepieces and voice recognition. It's too bad Hugh's earlier attempts to propose to Lisa using technology didn't quite turn out the way he had anticipated. Number 9. Blinky. Some of the greatest Simpsons episodes would not exist without Blinky. The three-eyed fish is meant to be a humorous reminder of the terrible impact Burns' nuclear power station has on the community, which includes mutating flora and wildlife like Blinky, a practice that is largely accepted or disregarded by the locals. Blinky has a real-life counterpart though, it turns out. Sound familiar? More than 10 years ago, Argentinian fishermen discovered a three-eyed wolffish in a reservoir close to a nuclear power station. According to a ZME article, one of the fishermen described how they were shocked to see this rare specimen. The story makes no mention of Mr. Burns' rival though. Number 8. Michelangelo's David. When Springfield citizens demand the suppression of Michelangelo's David, Marge is forced to learn a difficult lesson about censorship. The iconic piece of art is brilliantly disguised with a pair of pants in an effort to appease the up-in-arms community that won't stand for nudity. A replica of the statue that was on exhibit in St. Petersburg back in 2016 caused controversy and led to a vote from residents who wanted it covered up or removed. And just last year, the mayor of Florence, Italy, invited the principal to visit the statue for herself after a Florida school decided that it was too graphic to expose to children, according to GBH. In my opinion, art is art, but whatever. Number 7. The merger of Fox and Walt Disney. When Homer first met Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin in the 1998 episode When You Wish Upon a Star, he made the decision to work for them. Homer called 20th Century Fox officials and pitched an idea for a movie. The following scene in the program revealed that Walt Disney now owns 20th Century Fox. Since Walt Disney and 21st Century Fox announced their planned $71 billion merger in March 2019, the scene is now considered one of the iconic things The Simpsons foretold. In other words, this established the agreement's date as well as the films that would be exclusively available on Hulu, Disney Plus, or HBO Max. Number 6. Trump. The year 2000 marked the debut of the Bart to the Future episode, in which Bart Simpson predicted the future for himself and his sister. After Donald Trump's presidency, the United States was given the responsibility of restoring the economy, according to Lisa Simpson, the country's leader. In addition to Trump being elected president in 2016, one television scene appeared to be practically an exact duplicate of actual life. A group of people watched as Donald Trump descended an escalator in the same episode. This scene is now recognized as one of The Simpsons' prophecies that came true. In actuality, a gathering of supporters watched as President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump ascended the elevator. Number 5. FaceTime. In the 1995 television episode Lisa's Wedding, Lisa saw a fortune teller who foretold her future for the year 2010. Lisa planned to wed her college sweetheart in the future. She called her mother to tell her about the good news. The phone Lisa used had a rotary dial and a screen that displayed Marge's face in real time. Despite being created in 2003, Skype was largely utilized as a calling service on computers. The FaceTime program, which Apple claimed it had created for Apple customers in 2010, allowed users to see the person they were speaking to while on the phone by using the phone's camera. Number 4. The Matrix. This Simpson forecast in the 2004 episode The Ziff Who Came to Dinner. A Matrix Christmas is advertised on a movie poster that appeared behind Homer Simpson at the start of the episode. The picture showed Neo, who was portrayed by Keanu Reeves, wearing a holiday hat. While The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions were released in 2003, The Matrix was first released in 1999. The following The Matrix franchise dystopia movie wouldn't be out until 2021. On December 22, 2021, The Matrix Resurrection was made available in the US. Although Neo was prominently displayed on the poster, he was regrettably not donning a Christmas hat. The Simpsons' Marge in Chains episode debuted in 1993. The main character of the episode was Marge, voiced by Kavner, who was sentenced to prison after being accused of theft. After a cargo of goods arrived in Springfield, the Osaka flu spread across the remainder of the city. Before arriving in the United States, the Osaka flu was first discovered in another nation. Additionally, the episode's doctor advised bed rest for the patients because there wasn't a cure for a condition right away, much to how researchers were still experimenting with a COV virus vaccine. Number 2. Hornets. The Simpsons hinted at a second epidemic in the same episode, where they prophesized in the episode Marge in Chains a large group of individuals pleaded for a placebo to treat their ailments. The throng overturned the truck after someone in the audience pointed at one that could contain the placebos, releasing a swarm of KBs. A kind of bee known as the Asian giant hornet was reported to have arrived in the United States about the same time as the COV outbreak. According to the New York Times, the Asian giant hornet is a menace to the bee population and has the power to wipe out an entire colony. Number 1. Tom Hanks supporting the US. Tom Hanks had a brief cameo appearance in the Simpsons movie from 2007. A father took his 2 kids to view the Grand Canyon during the commercial, but the parents' daughter was dissatisfied and asked for a new Grand Canyon. Hanks then enters the scene and declares that the US government lost its credibility, so it's borrowing some of mine. Hanks made an appearance in the commercial in 2022, 1 year after President Joe Biden took office, to express the American people's tenacity in the face of the COV economic troubles. The video highlighted the accomplishments of Biden's administration thus far while focusing on the American theme of rebuilding its economy. Thanks for watching. Those were 10 Dark Simpsons theories that became a reality years later. Leave a like and comment if you think we missed anything, and we hope you have a scary day.